Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Village Chef. Today we're going to make ourselves a quick tomato basil sauce using fresh basil, of course, that I've picked up from a local nursery here around my home. And we're going to make a nice and easy sauce, and we're going to nappe it over an Italian style meatloaf, which I'm going to show you in my next video. So I hope you follow up with that. And so let's get started. My recipe is going to call for 1 onion, and we're going to cut that in half, which we've done. Previous video on my chicken noodle soup video, I showed you and demonstrated a little bit on knife skills on cutting an onion. And what I'll do is I'll just try to help out every time and mention a little tip and see if we can get you using a nice French knife here shortly. So that's 1 onion there I've diced up, and I'm just going to walk over and turn the heat up underneath my pan. So I've done that. I'm going to finish cutting up. To this sauce we are going to add the onion, obviously. We're going to saute it off till it's transparent, and then we're going to add 2, possibly 3 cloves of garlic, depending what kind of mood I'm in. I believe in eating garlic, fresh garlic. You know, it helps and nails a lot of ailments, so don't be afraid to eat the raw garlic. It's good for you. So we got that 1 onion cut up there, ready for a sauce. The pan is heating up over there. Take these and we're going to put them there. Take this garlic, 1 garlic clove, I'm going to give it a smash. And what we're going to do is we're going to saute off the onions first, and then we'll add the garlic, being that we don't want to burn the garlic. You burn the garlic, it gets bitter to the sauce, and you got to start all over again. And in that pan, which I have cooking over on the stove, we are going to add some oil. So, okay, as we moved over to the oven, and our saute pan has been over medium-high heat for about a minute or so. We've put some olive oil inside. We're going to toss in our onions, put them around. We're going to saute them, check our heat underneath, keep it at fairly medium to medium high heat. Now these are going to take anywhere up to 2 to 4 minutes, depending on how high your heat is underneath. And once we get to that stage, in another minute or 2, what we'll do is end up adding the garlic. Alright, now that our onions have sauteed and transparent, we're going to add in our garlic. And at this point I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Take a little black pepper in there. Twist a little salt in there. Saute that off a little bit, and I'm going to finish it off with a little dash of wine. We're going to let that reduce a little bit. The more you reduce, the more your flavors will intensify. And keep that going. It smells amazing. When that's down about 50% of the initial volume that we put in there, we're going to add these beautiful crushed tomatoes. We're going to let that all marry together, come together, let it simmer for about 20 minutes to a half an hour. We're going to turn that down. We're going to let it simmer for 20 minutes, half an hour like I said. And then we're going to chiffonade some basil, and we're going to finish it at the end and let that flavor marry in. And we'll have a beautiful sauce of tomato basil. Okay, our sauce is now simmering on the stove over there at a nice little rumble. Reduce a little bit, and what we're going to do is take some of these nice basil leaves and we're going to chiffonade. And let me just demonstrate to you what that is. So what we've done is we've clipped these beautiful leaves, little soiled. That one's a little soiled. Okay, this one here, it's good. We're gonna take that off. Fold these up. I'm gonna use it all. Can't go wrong with fresh basil. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack these leaves, and then we're gonna roll them up into kind of a little cigar shape. And you know, be gentle, but don't worry. You roll them up, and then we're just gonna julienne, but the rough chiffonade is a little bit wider, as you see. This is what we're asking for, and this is that's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to incorporate that into the sauce at about halfway through, so in another 10 minutes or so. Okay, everybody, our sauce has now come to the consistency that we wanted. I ended up adding a little bit of sugar to take the bite out of the acidity. Finished it up with some salt and pepper. And now we're going to take it off the stove, turn the heat off, and we're going to incorporate the basil that we had chiffonade earlier. And we're going to fold that in now. The reason we fold it in at the end is so the sauce doesn't get bitter. The basil will get bitter as time goes on. So if you put it in at the beginning of the cooking time or too early, it'll become bitter on you. If you fold it in near the end, the residual heat will extract the oils out of the basil to finish off for a nice sauce.